Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine. Welcome back to another interesting chapter. Today we are going to start with chapter 1, grade 6 CBSE, and the name of the chapter is Understanding Diversity. What are the topics that we intend to cover? First, we'll find out, are our friends almost the same as we guys are? What does diversity add to our lives? Diversity in India, and how do we explain diversity? Unity in diversity, where you might all have heard about unity in diversity. So let's get started. So this is how diverse we people are. We are diverse, yet we stand united. So I am going to start with the very basic definition of diversity, and I'm going to make this chapter very interesting and easy for you. Diversity basically means when there is lack of uniformity. All of us are quite different. We have the same senses, eyes, mouth, nose, ears, but there is lack of uniformity, and the sense of variety is there, that everybody is unique, everyone has a different sense, everyone has a different talent, everyone belongs to different caste, color, creed, sex, gender. Isn't that true? All right, so let's get started. If you look around yourself and you're sitting in a room or maybe at your place while you're watching this video, you'll realize that if you've got many friends out there and if you call all of them, you'll see, let's get started with a drawing. Everyone would draw a different piece of art on the sheet. No two drawings would be the same. Everyone has a unique drawing style, right? Somebody would draw something like this, somebody would still draw a girl, somebody would draw wearing them, making them wear a skirt, somebody would draw them wearing a suit. So different people, different drawing styles, correct? So diversity adds a difference to our life. And in India, which is a diverse nation, you'll find like these drawings, we all are different. We all are unique. How are we all different and unique? We do speak different languages. We belong to different religions. That means we follow different religious practices. We have different cultural background. That makes us all very, very special. So that is a difference. Now imagine what you guys are wearing. Some of you might be wearing something that's pink in color. Some of you might be wearing something that's orange in color. Some of you might be wearing something that's very shimmery in color, right? That's shimmery in color. So if you see, we speak different languages. We like different sports. We also like to read different books. Doesn't that give us the idea that probably we are same yet different in one way or the other? Look around you. You've got so many classmates. Many of them might be much like you. Many of them might be quite different, might be speaking a different set of language. So we all are diverse. Now let's get started with the first topic, that how do we make friends? I'm sure you guys might have a bunch of friends, best friends, right? So is it so easy to make friends? Let's read a story. What happens is, there was a small poor guy who used to stand by the roadside where there was a lot of traffic, and here I've got some of the lights, right? The traffic lights here. So what happened is, once upon a time, this small guy who was standing at the crossing, so there's another road right here. So this guy used to stand at the crossing of a place that is known as Janpat. A very interesting story, guys. You'll love it. So every day there came a cycle wala, right? A person who used to ride the cycle. He used to come, and he was involved in cycling, and he used to come and he used to ride along this road. And every day this person, first person, used to see the second person cycling. He used to come, scream out loud for him and say, "Sir, take the newspaper." And at times he used to speak in Hindi, come English. So the minute he used to open his mouth, it used to sound that he's trying to struggle while he's speaking in English. It is not very easy for him to speak in English. So once what happened is, when the second person, he heard him shouting and he stopped and he opened his mouth and he asked this person, "Do you know Hindi?" And this person outrightly, he spoke, yeah, sir. I know Hindi. Of course I know. But I thought you're an English gentleman the way you dress up. And then he said, no. The second person said, Arre, no, I'm not such an angrez. Don't worry. I know how to speak Hindi also. And I've read Hindi as one of the subjects back at my school. So this person, he was surprised. He didn't know what to speak. He stammered. He stuttered. He said, subjects? What do you mean? And by then the lights were on and, it was a signal to leave that place. So this person left. He couldn't explain what the word subject mean. I hope you guys know what does the word subject mean. So the next day again, this person came and he was riding the cycle and he stopped and he started to ask, you don't know what is a subject? He said, no, sir. He said, okay, I'll tell you what a subject is, but tell me, have you ever been to a school? So this person said, no, sir, never been to school. I'm such a person who's been earning money for so long, and my mother was in the same profession, and it's now me who's, selling newspaper. Would you like to have a newspaper? But please tell me now. Bataiye, what do you understand by this term subject? So the first person, he said, since you've never been to a school, so I'll tell you. See, subject basically means something that you discuss, something that you describe, something that you deal with while you're at school. So you're given a syllabus and you learn from that subject. This person was like, oh, acha, like getting knowledge for a particular subject. He said, yes. Suddenly the lights changed and this person went off. And then he was just explaining about his family that, his mother is now in Meerut and he is here at Janpat. And this person had probably left by then. He'd already crossed the road. He'd left the area. So this first person, he didn't get a chance to speak. However, the next day when he came, this person came and he said, okay, what is your name? So this one, the first person, he said, sir, my name is Samir. And this person said, oh, really? Even my name is Samir. So he said, oh, very good, sir. That's very good. And, now we are Samir 1 and Samir 2. So, haath milao, let's shake hands. So this person turned out to be Samir 1 and this person was Samir 2. So these two, Samir 1 and Samir 2, the cyclist. The one on the cycle was Samir 1 and the one without the cycle who was quite poor, he was Samir 2. So they all started to talk and this person, he said, Samir basically talks about the word where we come to know about Samir because it's another name for Hanuman's father. So now you are my friend, you are Samir 1 and I am Samir 2. So both the people who had the same name, yet they were quite different. And next time when this person again came and he was cycling along the road, he was very, very upset. And we already know his mother was in Meerut. And the next day when he came, he didn't have the usual smile. He was not selling the newspaper. And when Samir 1 asked that what's wrong, why are you upset? He said, sir, you might have read about that civil disobedience or civil disorder that took place. That's a riot that took place, where there's a violent clash and all my family is back there in Meerut. And, I don't know how these people might be treating my family because you'll be surprised to know that I am a Muslim. Samir 1 wasn't very surprised to know that this person who used to sell the newspaper, who turned out to be a good friend, is a Muslim and he was not bothered. But this riot was basically a communal riot. When I say a communal riot, which means a religious riot where one set of people turn against another set of people. So this person, he had his eyes, they were all filled in tears because he didn't know, how his family is going to be treated. And however, this person, he came to know about this Samir Do story and he left. So while he crossed the road that day, after that, he could never see Samir Do. He never knew what went wrong with Samir Do. Maybe he went back to Meerut to see his family members. What happened? He really couldn't figure out. And he was so surprised that we are almost having the same name. It's just that I've been privileged to go to school, but this person was poor, who couldn't go to school, was not educated enough. That brings us to this thought that Samir, both of them, they both live in India, speak different languages, they talk to each other, yet they were so different. Their religions, right? Their culture, their traditions, they were so different. And back then, Samir understood that this is diversity. We are all same, yet we have different characteristics. So Samir, though, he didn't ever get an opportunity to go to school. And there are several people in your areas also. When you go out for a play or while you're on the way to school, you might see such poor people selling newspapers or those people living right around your place. They are just the same. It's just they've been overshadowed by inequality. Now, what do you understand by the word inequality? See, diversity means we are not uniform. I told you there's lack of uniformity. But inequality basically means where, we have been maligned, where the opportunities have not been given to us. So when I talk of inequality in society, I'll write it here for you. Inequality means there is some sort of disparity, right? There is disparity related to resources, resource distribution. There is inequality or disparity related to economic assets. We are all not rich. We do not all have the same set of income. So that means all of us do not have a good quality of life or luxury that the other person has. So that unequal accumulation of wealth is the basic cause of inequality, where we are not given due consideration. And one of the major aspects of inequality is the caste system. Now, what is this caste system? In our society, we've been divided into 4 basic castes, and then we've got subdivisions. So those caste system depends on the work we guys are engaged in. Somebody who's supposed to be a potter, his children, they are also supposed to be potters. Somebody who's supposed to be a teacher, irrespective of the caste, his kids would be a teacher. So the profession is something with which we are associated, by which we were associated to a particular caste. So this created a situation that is called inequality. As you guys know, we've got 4 castes. The first one, the topmost, they're Brahmins, mostly the priest. Then we've got the Kshatriyas, followed by Vaishyas. Then we've got Shudras. So this was basically based on the work or the occupation that one was supposed to engage themselves in. And the people back then were not allowed to change their occupation. So that led to more and more inequality, which led to more and more disparities. In case you guys are interested to learn more, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next class. Till then, please take care. Thank you.